all of you. I appreciate your presence today. I am Danish, the CEO of Samsung Corporation. And with me now is the management team of Samsung. Ms. Alyaa from HR department, Mr. Haris, our product manager, Ms. Izzati, representing our legal team, and Ms. Ameera, our PR director. We are here today to address the recent issue involving our Galaxy Note 7 devices and to clarify the step that we have taken to resolve it.
What were the consequences for Samsung financial standing and market position?
We had initially sold 2.5 million units with a total of 3 to 4 million devices in the global supply chain. And we had ambitious plans to sell nearly 19 million. But however, shortly after the launch, it became clear that the critical battery defect was causing some devices to overheat and pose a safety risk. We act quickly to address this by replacing the phones, but when our replacement units also exhibited the same issue, we made the difficult but necessary decision to halt all sales and initiate a complete global recall. This resulted in a total losses of approximately 17 billion, which include a direct recall cost of about 1 billion and a significant reduction in our market value. But let me be clear, where the financial loss is substantial, what matters the most is the trust that we lost with our customer. We deeply regret the concern this situation caused, and we are fully committed to rectifying this failure and also earning back your confidence and rebuilding our reputation.
Can you explain what happened with the battery of Samsung Galaxy Note 7?
Regarding that, when the Galaxy Note 7 was released, some devices experienced battery malfunction that caused overheating, and in some rare cases can lead to explosion. We immediately begin an external investigation to identify the causes. Our team have traced the issue, which goes back to battery manufacturing defect. During production, some batteries became unstable, which caused short circuit when charging. This resulted in an excessive heat that could lead to fire and explosion. To be more specific, our investigation, which was validated by independent auditors, identified two distinct flaws. The first, battery from supplier air had a design flaw in the upper right corner that compressed the battery, making a short circuit possible. After the first recall, we replaced those with battery from supplier B. Unfortunately, a separate manufacturing defect related to welding processes in that battery also created a potential for circuiting. It was an unexpected situation of two different flaws that our original quality assurance process did not anticipate.
You recall millions of devices. What is the environmental impact of this? And what is Samsung doing with all those recalled Note 7?
There is an excellent question and one that is very important to us. We are committed to responsible environmental stewardship. The recall device were not simply discarded. We developed a dedicated and environmentally safe process to salvage and reuse components such as the camera modules, the processor, and the screen. For the remaining material, we work with professional recycling partners to extract and process raw material like cobalt, copper, and silver. Our goal was to recover as much raw material as possible and minimize the environmental footprint of the recall, ensuring this device did not end up in landfills.
What action did Samsung has taken to tackle this problem?
So, we took several important steps to ensure customer safety. First of all, we have voluntary recall where we requested all our customers to return their Galaxy Note 7 phones regardless of where they had purchased them. This was done worldwide to avoid any more accidents. Next, we also offer a refund and exchange program so that our clients could be given a full refund of their payment or exchange the Note 7 for another Samsung model. This was affected through official Samsung retail and authorized retailers to make it easy and safe. We have also stopped production of making and selling the Galaxy Note 7 entirely worldwide. We also implemented an 8-point battery safety test where we created a new testing program to test every battery for quality, their endurance, and safety before launch.
Yes, correct. Just like what we have been stated by our head of legal, we developed an 8-point battery safety check process, which includes durability tests, inspections, X-ray checks, and charge and discharge monitoring. This process ensures that every battery used in future Samsung devices meet the highest safety standard for our customer.
As the head of legal department, what's your take on this?
So, like I said before, as a counsel for Samsung, my focus is on ensuring a fair and orderly process for resolving the legitimate concerns that have arisen. As we've explained before, Samsung has taken and will continue to take responsible and decisive action. The global recall and product discontinuation are the clearest evidence of this commitment. Our immediate priority is consumer safety. The most important step any consumer can take is to power down their devices and participate in the recall program.
How did Samsung respond to the victims affected by the Galaxy Note 7 battery explosion?
When the incidents occur, our immediate priority was the safety and well-being of affected users. We reached out directly to victims to offer full support, including product replacement, refunds, and medical or property compensation where necessary. HR also collaborate with our customer service and legal teams to ensure that every case was handled with empathy, fairness, and transparency. Our goal was to take full responsibility and rebuild the trust that had been shaken.
That's true. For all consumers, the full refund and exchange program remains the primary and most efficient way. For individuals who believe they have damages beyond the cost of the device itself, we have also established a streamlined claim process. We will review those claims on its merit. We strongly encourage those individuals to contact us directly through our official channels so that we can work with them to reach a resolution.
We understood that beyond physical harms, such as incidents could cause emotional distress. Samsung also established a dedicated care line and support centers to listen to victims' concerns and provide counseling assistance when needed. Our HR also and public relations teams work closely to ensure that victims receive not only material compensation but also personal attention and reassurances. We wanted them to know that we were heard, respected, and cared for.
What measure did Samsung take to communicate and maintain trust with the victims of after the explosion?
Transparency was a key. We maintained open communication with the victim throughout the investigation and recall process. Regular updates were provided regarding the cause of the issue and the steps we were taking to prevent it from happening again. We personally follow up with the affected customer to ensure that they feel informed and supported. Rebuilding trust means showing genuine accountability and commitment to safety. Internally, HR also ensure all employees were trained to communicate respectfully and helpfully with customers. We understood that in moments like this, clear and compassionate communication is needed to rebuild the trust.
As someone working in the Samsung Electronic Public Relations, how would you apologize to this public when the explosion occurred?
Thank you so much for the question. First and foremost, we would like to express our deepest and sincerest apologies to our customers, partners, and stakeholders worldwide. The Galaxy Note 7 incidents have caused disappointment, concern, and interference. We understand the significance of the situation and we do not take it lightly the trust that we will compromise. Every device we release carries not just our name, brand name, but the expectations and confidence of millions. It is our duty to respond not with excuses but with accountability.
We have since conducted a thorough, transparent investigation with independent experts from proper exponent, TUB Rhineland. The finding conclusively showed that the root cause was caused flaws in the battery design and manufacturing from two separate suppliers, which ultimately led to a compromise in safety.
You're not denying the suppliers work at all. Are you pursuing action against them?
I'll take that question. Like we mentioned earlier, our focus is on our customers and the step we are taking to ensure this cannot happen again. Any other matters between Samsung and its supplier will be handled privately as per our commercial agreements. Samsung is cooperating fully with all the relevant regulatory and government inquiries. It is also our standard policy and practice to comply with all legal and regulatory requirements.
What internal changes beyond technical testing has Samsung made to strengthen accountability and quality assurance across departments?
In response to this, we have taken decisive action. Like we have explained previously, we have implemented a new comprehensive 8-point battery safety check that far exceeds industry standards. Furthermore, we have established a battery advisory group of external experts to guide our long-term commitment to safety and innovation. As a public relations director, safety is now and will always remain our highest priority. We are committed to rebuilding your trust through transparency, integrity, and relentless quality assurance. We know words are not enough, trust must be earned through action. We are dedicated to that work, and we extend our deepest gratitude to those who have stood by us. This is our turning point, and we are committed to rising together stronger, delivering technology that enhances your life safely and responsibly.
What lessons has Samsung learned from this event regarding how to handle similar cases in future crises?
The most important lesson we have learned from this experience is that true responsibility must always come before reputation. We recognize that acting was not enough, we had to act with a purpose. This meant communicating with complete transparency, even when the details were difficult to convey, and providing comprehensive support to our customers that address not only the financial inconvenience, but also the emotional distress and loss of trust they have experienced.
Yes, supporting Ms. Ameera's claim, we take those lessons. To fundamentally strengthen our internal protocols, we have enhanced our crisis management training and established a better victim response procedures ensuring that every employee, from our frontline support staff to our executive team, is equipped to respond with both empathy and operational efficiency. This is now a core part of our company commitment to uphold our duty of care and above all of this.
As the CEO of Samsung, do you have any messages to your users out there that is affected with this problem?
We are deeply sorry from the bottom of our hearts to all our customers for this issue. We thank you for your patience, understanding, and continued support greatly during this difficult time. We will learn from this crisis on how to get better and win back your trust. That is our promise. We have learned through this incident that we should always put customer safety first. From now on, every product that we will be coming up with will begin with one question: is it safe for our customer? That is all I think today. Thank you on behalf of Samsung Corporation.